What's up, everybody? I'm Crumble. If you're new here, welcome in. We are finally doing our world tour. Finally, I know I said it like 4, maybe 5 episodes now ago, but there's been updates. There's been the other videos that have come out for the how-to with how to crumble. So, you know, but it's here now. Not everything's complete. But there is some stuff that I've been working on, and also just to kind of show you guys a updated version of everything for the save file. But if you guys would, first things first, if you would kindly, sorry, I had to pull up my thing. If you would kindly please consider subscribing. It does show that 64% of you guys who frequently watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you guys would, it's free for you. It helps me out a lot, especially if you guys are reoccurring for these videos. It just means so much. So if you guys would please hit the subscribe, hit the like button, all the things, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so we are here. We are actually on top of town center right now, and this place is not complete. I don't want to show it, but I will. But I'm also gonna kind of show off. Why aren't those lights on? Those lights are probably on, probably as we get closer. Just gonna show off a lot of the lights, like especially that place, this place. Oh my gosh, look at the light because of my cursor. Oh goodness. All right, well, anyway, yeah, I kind of want to show off all the lights while it's dark and it's kind of clear and not break a leg. And then we will go through, we will show off everything, as well as take a we'll kind of take a tour, but talk about all the future stuff that I want to do. So again, this place doesn't have a lot of lights, but a lot of other places do, and the ones that mainly have all the lights are the places that are pretty much complete. But I do love these. I do love these street lights that I did. Looks so nice. But first things first, we're gonna stop off at the arcade. Now all these places, for the most part, except the clothing store, the furniture store, and the broken shelf, are all in a video. So if you guys want to go back through, they are all in a video. Yeah, I pretty much loitered this thing with all of these neons, and as you get in here, it's pretty bright, but it's supposed to be a game arcade. You got axe throwing, there's food, there's bathrooms in here, there's one on the other side right over there. Like I said, there's food. We got even an upstairs we have the pool table, a couple of seats, foosball, all the you know, good stuff. Yeah, and then, you know, right here, right in the center, of course, we have all the prizes that you can have, and these are so far all the collectibles in the game that I've added, even if it's just one each. I do have lots extras, so, well, I guess not all one of each. I'm missing a color, I think, for, yeah, I'm missing the blue one for this one, but generally that's okay. I mean, there's other places where we have full color, so, you know. Heading next door is actually some newer additions of things. This is the, I'm gonna turn the lights back on for a moment. This is the in and out storage, so we have stuff that's being imported and stuff that's being outported. This side is the outported side. I guess I could go ahead and turn off the lights again, or make it dark again. This stuff is the outport, so there are actually some items in here, like this has all of my wood and such right now. I just kind of like to think that maybe I'm helping other cities currently with their supplies now. However, our imported goods, very full, very full. That will eventually be kind of like in a little intake processing. So our intake side, like I said, is very full. We even have a big rig in here. We have a Humvee in here. I don't think the Humvee has anything. No, not currently. But I like to think that the Humvee is actually bringing in weapons from the base. You know, ones that they were able to scavenge. But in here, we'll go to this one. We got some railings. A lot of this has a lot of the extras that I need. Now, it's not all the extras. And I'll kind of explain that as we go further, and you know, lots of battery packs, some furniture in here, even like stoves, just a lot of extra stuff, really, you know, just anything that I'm like, yeah, we eventually are gonna need this. But I really just kind of wanted it to feel full, and I really like how it came out. So that is that place. let's head through here. Like I said, this is our intake, or going to be our intake for all of our import-output goods. And then we have the soccer field, which I haven't really done anything with. We'll just go ahead, smack this zombie. This zombie is really like the soccer field. I don't know if they're going to be starting a game soon. They just kind of, you know, run around mindlessly on their own, and I don't know, they're zombies. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. We are gonna turn it back to nighttime because I really kind of want to show this place off at night. Now, granted, I don't typically play this at nighttime. I like to play it when it's very light, but I do like to see all of the lights active. So right here, this is our hardware store outside. You know what? Outside, yeah, see, it kind of gets hard to see. We just have some of the metal cabinets, roadblocks, scarecrow, you know, some things that you might find. And then I like to think that, hey, we also sell all these mailboxes, but all these mailboxes are also all the mailboxes for the business. Inside, you know, all the toolboxes, mortar and pestle. I like to think of these as the welding helmets. We even got some of the propane tanks. Just a lot of different stuff that I feel like you would find in a hardware store, even some construction items. And then in the back here, which I don't think I turned on the light, I did not. Wow. Actually has a good chunk more of battery chargers. I have a lot of battery chargers. Okay, this isn't even all of them. Again, just some cabinets. These are actually going to be kind of like this one here. And I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to kind of show off. And then I just left it. I'm like, it's fine. It's safe. Maybe. This was holding all the batteries, so I actually had them separated. But because I was going around and making sure all of our batteries were good, I cannot tell you how many batteries are here. But anyway, so yeah, this is where I'm storing all the batteries. This has just a ton extras, fiber, circuit boards. I'll even throw some more plastic in here, though this is not where the plastic is primarily being held. It's actually being held somewhere else. We got tons of stone, some metal. Our wood doesn't even go here, but we're gonna throw a piece of wood right there anyway. So yeah, so lots of storage for a lot of things, but again, this is the hardware store. We will let's head across the street. So across the street, this is actually new. I did not do this in a video, but I have actually moved out of the town hall. So if you're restarting this from the beginning, or if you're just getting in here like, but I want to see it from the beginning, we actually start off in the town hall, but we're now here. And I actually kind of like it better. The town hall is going to become very different here very shortly. Underneath is kind of my shop. It's kind of like a fix-it-all type shop. So I have workbench, we got some seating, and then across here, you know, just some crates for some things, more battery chargers. I told you it wasn't them. It wasn't all of them. Yeah, just kind of whatever we need to kind of fix it. I was just really trying to fit or just put something down here so that way it just didn't seem empty all the time. And then of course, extra storage. There are, okay. I will tell you guys that there are these crates, these airdrop crates everywhere. All right. Each place has them, for a specific type of storage. So you will see them really often. And then upstairs is our home. Oh yeah, and I do have shoes on the stairs. But this is one of everything collectibles. We even have this traffic light whacker, which I think is pretty cool. And if I really want to be special, we got that. Okay, and to get these, just do the new quests. Okay, I do have a video out on how to do the quests if you don't know how to do it, but go do the quests. Okay, you'll get there. But yeah, so we got one of each of all the collectibles so far, including all these guys. They're just kind of hidden behind the others. Just got some extra, you know, just making it look nice. And of course our spoons. This isn't even all of our spoons. Our spoons are in other places, and there's some spoons down here. I need to fix over there because over here I really like what I did, and then over here just started going down. So I have to fix that. The costumes, and then upstairs is kind of like our bedroom. We will just pack these up real fast. I apologize. Yeah, all the new masks, the helmets, pretty much everything. As far as I'm aware, that this is every single item as well. So a lot of stuff. And then this does include, you know, our horns, the glasses, over somewhere. Where did I? Oh, no, I did. Okay. I did put them up here, all like our different goggles and things like that up here. Just some clothes that I'm holding on for me, some wings, kind of like a recording set. Now, actually, I have 2 curved monitors. My desk is just kind of like this with 2 curved monitors, and then my microphone sits at this side. So, yeah, welcome to my setup. I do love that desk, though. I would love to have a giant desk like that. And then, you know, just some plants in the window, nothing major. So that is, like I said, our home. I kind of liked it because those windows actually look out here very well. We will head across the street to Pineapple Records. And like I said, we will go through for the other future shops too, and kind of the plans we got going on for that. But this is Pineapple Records. Pineapple Records we finished not that long ago. This is our music store, so lots of CDs, kind of got those worn chairs. Got some microphones, the boom boxes, the gramophones, and there are extras in here as well. And then I kind of thought, you know, music stores, I'm like, why wouldn't we have collectibles of like whoever, like the Killer Clowns or Marshmallow, Daft Punk, those type of things at Panda Head, just cuz. And then of course the Raven with the glasses, like how cute is that? How cute is that, right? You know, okay. And I'm almost done. So as far as I'm aware, this is all of the records here, which I think is what, 25 or so. I only need not that many more of these squares, and that will be completely done. So I'm just kind of waiting on that, but otherwise, you know, little pop figurines, just really kind of trying to make it feel full but cozy at the same time. And then in the back, like I said, every single one of these places does have the airdrops. There's more storage, so that's gonna be all the music storage, right? So, you know, any more CDs and things like that. You will head next door. This is the 4 Clover plant shop, flower shop. I think we start calling it a flower shop. Yeah, also very full. Does sell a couple plushies for some gifts. We got a scarecrow in here just cause actually he really works out well in here. And then over here we have a log table. So I have actually debated about switching this and this out for one of the newer stands, which I do have upstairs. We'll have to look. So yeah, so just some gloves, but lots of plants, tons of plants. When we come upstairs, this is actually where the plant or the florist lives. So bed, TV, such like that. These are completely full of plants, but this is the shelf I was kind of thinking on adding. But I'm probably gonna leave it, and then just, you know, a place to do their finances, their files, and whatnot. So yeah, I do kind of want to put more up here. I would like it if more rugs came out so we can do some more, but otherwise I think looks pretty good. And then here we have the toy shop. I really love the toy shop because I took so long to find all these little dinosaurs and line them up all the way down. But this is the toy shop. This is where we have one of everything. At least I should. I don't know, with all these puzzle pieces we might. Yeah, one of everything as far as I'm aware, going all the way down, even over here. So again, another place that we can have a whole bunch of stuff, couple arcades, and then the same thing over here where we have tons of extras. All of these are actually going somewhere specifically. It's a big project, but I'm super excited for it. So yeah, I'll show you guys that here pretty soon. But again, kind of the toy store, which I thought worked out pretty well. And that's kind of that little block right there. As we get into our town center, go ahead and go back to nighttime. I love town center at night. We have each of these trees has 2 lights, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and white. And then of course we have our red and green lights in the center, kind of going the same direction as those lights do back there towards Town Hall. But I really enjoy it. It's definitely one of my favorite areas to come into, just because of all the lights. I just think it looks really good. That's just, you know, that's just me though. So with that being said though, on all the corners, well, almost all of them, we have benches, we have plants. This one over here, well, this one and this one each have a mailbox. We have trash cans in the back. You know, kind of did like a little repair thing for this area because this doesn't normally look like that. I mean, the holes here, but not the rebar. You know, just trying to make it really like lived in, but also kind of nice and such. We will come over here to, I don't remember what I called this place. This is our gun store, but I don't remember what I called this place. I feel like I should remember, but I don't. So anyway, we've got some of our heads in here. This is one of every gun, but it's actually multiples of every gun. I at least have two of each. As more come out, more will come in. But I currently have 2 of each. There's all the magazines for them as well. A couple of the battle plushes. I do have some guns that are actually pretty high in rating behind here too. Here in our lockers are completely filled, well, except this one, are completely filled with ammo. We got this one with a whole bunch of gunpowder and refined. Now I do carry ammo on me. I carry the 7.62s. I know it's 7.62, but I call them 7.62s, along with a ton of magazines for this one at a 90 control rate, which is pretty nice. Again, more statues, tons of Bunker 11 keys. I actually have more, but another character also has one too. And then I did add a couple of these backpacks in here because I felt like they kind of made sense. Now over here is your compensators, your barrels, your suppressors. We have your grips, all your sights, more grips. Over here we have the hand guards, which is a lot. More crates. Again, some decent guns in here, like an 81, 84, 87. That one's okay at a 78, 70. Some higher ones, but not as high as the others. A ton of ammo. Over here we got stocks, more stocks. We got some of the mods, the charging handles, triggers, all the different types of armor that you can get. Not the different colors because it's only one color, but there is at least 5 of the light, medium, and heavy. And then of course military pants and shoes. And then over here I thought, you know, the raid helmets, military helmets, all kind of fit in, plus the goggles, gas masks, and of course because you find these guys mainly with the military guys, we had to add these guys in here. I love these guys so much. And then tons of ammo cans. And of course we had to add the bear rugs just cuz. And this is Melvin. Melvin is a flightless flamingo, so he has torn cardboard wings and a helmet for safety, and he is in charge of the ammo shop. He does a pretty good job. It's pretty neat, pretty orderly, you know, so far so good. Next over here is our furniture. Nope, I lied. This is our clothing store. So down in here, I have a ton of the airdrop crates because I had a ton of stuff. Actually, a lot of this is extra now or empty, or I just didn't get a chance to really go through it and put it up, but majority of it is upstairs. And I really like how this place actually came out. So this level here is just shirts along with a couple of our wings set, which I don't have an extra pair of the black wings, but we have lots of the white wings. Cardboard wings. I was gonna add the airplane wings and the torn wings, but they don't sit right on here, so I just kind of left them out. But otherwise, every single shirt that's in the game is in here, including, yes, the rare ones, such as this one. This is more of a rarer one. So yeah, that is all the shirts. Next floor up is our bottoms, our pants, and this should be everything with the exception of adding more in later. So lots of empty racks, but there will be more later. And I think there's like 7 of each that I can add if I'm only doing 2. So lots of, you know, chances to really find your size because that doesn't happen often. And then up here, again, costumes. This is mainly shoes, masks, and gloves. Again, every set that is available in game, I have tried to make sure to get them, and at least 4 of each, because again, finding your size is near impossible. Now I'm 6 feet tall, okay, and I wear some larger size shoes for women. So finding my size sometimes, especially in the shoes that I want, is near impossible. And then the gloves, I believe this is all the gloves in the game. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. So, and then of course all the masks as well. Again, you guys saw a lot of these over at my base too, along with this one that you can only get during a quest. So yeah, lots and lots and lots. Now this isn't one of everything. I know I'm actually missing a few in here, but that's kind of like my backstock area before we go like into the crates. And then upstairs is still work in progress, but I am going to show it off, where I've been working really hard to get all of these new railings. I am going to leave that here. I only need a few more railings here and then some railings for the back. And I do kind of want to make this like a little hangout for some people, possibly you know, add a couple of like couches and things. I apologize for my little dog. You know, just kind of make it into something later on, but we'll kind of have to see. Now, what I really like about this building is at nighttime, I have added lights on the outside. So when we go to night, the outside is a little bit lit up as well. I did do it on another building, like our Quick Mart over there, which we'll get to, in our furniture store, which our furniture store, that thing is a mess. Okay, that's gonna get redone. It is a mess. Yeah, so it's just, you know, something that's kind of nice. And as you're like walking down or walking away from places, it just kind of makes it feel more, I wouldn't say lived in, but it makes it feel like this place is a little bit more alive than just zombies and one person. Okay, that didn't work. So our furniture store, okay, listen, this place is a disaster, okay? And I'm well aware it is, because there's so much. Now, I do believe I have one of everything somewhere hidden in here. There are also airdrop crates, kind of just like there is with the clothing store. It's pretty much exactly identical. Some stuff has been taken out. Now, the reason why I have so much, guys, is because I'm gonna be building up a ton of houses, a ton of stores. There's a lot going on in the game that I'm gonna need a lot of stuff for. So I'm trying to categorize it as best as possible. Now, there is still a lot of room, but I do want to go and redo it, because as we get to the very top floor, like all of our sinks and stuff, I'm really trying my best to show off one of each. So that way, if it's like, I want to come in here and be like, hey, this is what I'm kind of thinking for a house. Like, oh yeah, okay, I need this sink right here. Okay, let me go see if I have it in, or try to find it. So that's kind of like how I'm doing it. But this top floor, man, it got out of control. This got way out of control, especially with all of our beds and stuff. It's just, it's a mess. It's a mess. And then the upstairs, there's nothing all the way up there. But again, kind of the same idea with the clothing shop is what I want to do for this place as well. Now, what we'll do is we will head back to our main town center. And then we are going to go this way. Now, I could have ran across over there, but I kind of like making a point to go back to the same area, so that way if you guys are building in the same spot or want to know where I'm at and whatnot, it's, you know, I try to make it easy. So this is the school. This school is still a work in progress. I got one of all the lockers in here. I fixed up the executive desk. You know, there's a little area in the back, some clothing racks. This is Laser's timeout chair. In the back here, I have a ton of school chairs as well as more lockers. I'm going to be adding those in, but first I did want to go to the outside, because again, we do have some pretty decent lighting. At least it just kind of makes it, you know, light up a little bit more. Obviously it got cloudy. But you know, it's just kind of nice in general. And then we got our two flamingos. That one's still desperately waiting for some water. This one actually has a lot of water. So it's just a lot of blue shirts just to kind of mimic water, until at some point maybe some water level or something does go in here. I don't know. But for the kids, you know, I find it very important, sustainability. So there's a lot of like the gardening setup, especially over here, kind of making stuff, of course, first aid kits. Some scarecrows. We got the water collection back here. Well, a thing of water collection back here. An area for fire, so there's even some wood and extra rocks for making fire. A few benches, and again, just a little bit more of the garden section. And then upstairs, again, I do need to fix it to where there are more desks, but I added some cubbies for their bags, some fruit, a couple of toys. These are going to switch out to the desks here, But in the meantime, this is what we have. Kind of made a little makeshift board of sorts. And then the teacher's area, which she has a giant monitor. There's no reason for her to have this giant monitor, but it's there. And then a wardrobe, I like to think in case there's emergencies or something. I don't know. I may actually redo this upstairs a little bit, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with it. So that is the school. We are going to come back over from the back of the school. There's our town center. Over to our Quick Mart. This is actually the most recent speed video out, but we do have a couple of vending machines and just like some Quick Marts or even gas stations, at least in America, you can get your propane. So I do have it to where, you know, there's some propane tanks in here. And then during that video, guys, there is actually some stuff that's been rearranged. So this actually went up to there. This table came all the way across here, I think, to like most of the store, and it just kind of spread out more. But I've redone it a little bit. But we have some empty fuel cans, some motor oil. There's actually used to be more in here, but I needed some stuff for Quest. So, and by the way, battery chargers. You know, again, another place you come for battery chargers. Yeah, so just some things I feel like you would find. You know, some of the cars, some first aid, meats, fruits, lots of drinks, and I mean a ton of drinks. Now, this isn't even all of them that I have. And then over on this side, I do have meat and a toaster. I know it's not, it goes in a toaster. No, waffles are going to be over in the diner, okay? They're not going to be here, all right? So we do have some pizza, we have some cookies, and then those two are also in their microwave. Now, there is a busted up microwave. It's a little sketchy using that microwave, but the owner is okay with it, so we'll figure it out. And then, you know, some collectible cups, and then your regular cups for drinks. And then in here isn't anything just yet, but as I start getting more and more stuff, at some point everything will kind of end up there. This isn't completely done, but I will show you guys anyways. So this is my wife's house. It is a work in progress. You know, she's got her GTR out there. This is kind of her place. She pops in when she can. It's somewhat often, but not really that often. But this is kind of her place. Again, work in progress, but I figured I might as well show it because all of these houses here soon will be decorated, and some of these places does have vehicles. I don't know why that happens with the vehicles. I can park them in straight, I can do whatever, and you know, it happens. So yeah, so there's just some stuff, a little bit of extra decoration with some of the vehicles, like the trash collector. As we come back to our town center, we are gonna head north to the broken shelf. Now, I do have to say, probably apart from the arcade, the broken shelf is my favorite, my absolute favorite. So it's not completely done yet, but I'm trying to make like a really cozy type bookstore. My wife and I do read a lot, so a bookstore is definitely our staple. We spend more money than necessary, and yes, we also have Kindle, but I prefer physical books, whereas she prefers Kindles, especially for like work and such. So yeah, I'm trying my best to like make it really cozy. So we got a bunch of the shelves. I do have a couple collectibles in here, some boxes, like they're just getting some shipments in. There is a bathroom in here. It's very bright, I know. I do plan on adding some like color, some shelves and such in there too. And then over here, I'm trying my best to make it look like books. So basically what I'm using is hard drives, okay, and plastic pieces. I'm trying my best, right? So, but there is supposed to be the Last Testament in here. Now, I'm a little terrified to get the Last Testament because if you guys ever played Legacy, the Last Testament led to the Banshee, okay? Super terrifying. I hated that boss. I hated doing it. I only did it so many times for the freaking Holy Sword, okay? But I do kind of hope that comes in the next patch. Now, to be fair, it is in the game now, but it's so freaking rare that it's just like super hard to get. So Cameron did say, hey, wait till the next patch. So that's kind of what we're doing. But in the meantime, I am trying to fill this up. Now, this is where most of our plastic pieces are coming in. This right here, my idea with it is a lot of older libraries have it to where there's like specific like art collections that you have to be really careful with, and I kind of feel like this dresser is for that, and I really want to find a good art piece for there, but I haven't decided what yet. And then this is a work in progress, but this is kind of our storage facility or storage section, so whoever's in charge will be watching this. Maybe I'll add some extra computer monitors up here for cameras. But this has a lot of more of our hard drives as well as our plastic pieces, because I do go through and I split them one by one by one, and this is how I go through and stack them out here. So when you look, actually none of the, they'll just say plastic, but they won't say plastic times 100. Yeah, it's a work in progress, but like I said, I definitely have to say it's definitely one of my favorite spots. And at night, this is how it looks. So just a nice purple glow. I do actually really like the purple, but yeah, this place, if you guys haven't guessed it, but this place is the broken shelf. So what we'll do is we'll run down here. This place isn't done either. Before we hop into our vehicle, I do have it to where if you guys check out my video, I think it's called Barriers. Oh yeah. Okay. First, real fast. So we got all these floaties in, right? Like I'm wearing this duck pool floaty, okay? So at underneath our bridge, if you guys can see, I did add some barriers because I'm like, well, if I'm doing barriers up top, I have to do something for the bottom, okay? This took me longer than I care to say, but I do have this too. But I would like to think eventually that this is gonna be filled with water. I would like to take out all these rocks and hope that they wouldn't come back. But I started adding the pool floaties down here, and I just think it's a lot of fun. Like people are just honestly having fun in the river and chilling and doing whatever. So yeah, so there will be more floaties down there eventually. So this is gonna be our Dynaco, because I forgot the term for the other gas station a long time ago, so now it's Dynaco. This is gonna be a build, but a few good friends of mine and my wife have started decorating rooms for me, because I asked them, hey, can you come in and decorate some rooms? So a good friend of mine here, honestly, this room, okay, it's a hot box, right? Like these plants in here are so lavish and so green and everything because of all these hard drives and computer towers that are just going on constantly. Okay, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna watch your TV, right? You gotta have like a window opener or something just to bring in some air. But yeah, so they're decorating the rooms however they want. So that's one room downstairs, and they do have all their cars here too. Downstairs, this is another room that's being done. I think there's some more going in here. Again, they're not on all the time. And then this room up here has not really been started, but it is claimed as to what's going on. So another room will be in here. Just okay, me and another really good friend, the one who did the room at the end over there, did this, and also told them that no, they cannot move it, that has to stay. So we'll kind of see what they do with it. And then down here at the bottom, this will be the like welcome center. Like you come in, you check in, you get your keys for whichever of the 7 rooms left. So yeah, these again, all these lookouts and everything are done all over the place. I can just show you on the map here, guys. So there are 2 here. Okay, there's 1 over here. There's 2 over here. We have 2 over here. There's like 1 over here somewhere. This corner doesn't have one because these 2 buildings are going to be military buildings. This one doesn't have one because town center, you know, is big. And then there is one over here at the Wonka area. I call it the Wonka area because of these smokestacks over here. So yeah, this is kind of our town and everything that we got so far, but this isn't everything. So there is still quite a bit, and I do have, so when I was talking about my place, I do have a couple of garages over here too that I just kind of claimed for myself because, well, I can. And then those are this one where it has a whole bunch of workout plus extra storage. Actually, this is more like when I'm looting a lot, I come in here and I dump it and then I just run back and forth. So yeah, so we got all of our workout stuff, and then I have the Superbird in here. So yeah, and then another thing that I didn't show you guys, and I know it's not all of them because I am still missing one of the vehicles. Actually, I'm missing a couple of vehicles, are all the vehicles. So I am missing the purple big rig. Okay, I do know that for sure, and I hate that these move all the time. We got our 2 recycle trucks. We have, and this will actually also be if the video comes out before this, this is all in another vehicle, video too called vehicles. So we got our ambulances, the super birds, we got the mini trucks. I am missing the non-armored edition of the ice cream truck. We just have the regular cars, and then over on the other side here, when we get there, because it's so far, no, just kidding. We got our tractors, the Humvees, the boxcar, we got our other farm trucks, we got our hot rods, the GTRs, the Skylines, whatever that one is. And then I call these monster trucks, but I think they're called Utes. And then the Vert. So I do, you know, I do spend a good amount of time off camera, behind the scenes, kind of collecting stuff, just because there's a lot. But again, like I said, it's not everything, okay? There's more. We are going to hop in. Which one do we want? Which one's gonna be less of a pain? The ambulance would be less of a pain, but this one would get us places faster. So let's see if we can actually get this out. Sometimes these doors stop us. Oh no. Or the ramp stops us. This is why I don't usually park it in here. Okay, great. I don't know. I'm kind of like back and forth on there. So what we're going to do is we are going to head over to the football field. The football field is another area that I have built up, which was quite a bit ago in the beginning. So there's kind of a lot going on over there. Now, it's not fully done because the couple buildings that I have need to be finished, but I still kind of want to show it off. Now, there are lights here, but I haven't done anything battery-wise or anything with it, so, you know, we'll just kind of see. But yeah, this is my farm area. The amount of stuff we can get from here is crazy. Okay, I don't remember the exact amount, but it is in the video on the exact amount of wood and how many plots and everything else that I used. So yeah, this is kind of like our greenhouse, our storage area. There's an area to clean off the vegetables as we come in here. Just a little bit more storage, and then this side's kind of like a workshop-ish in a sense. And then over here we have like a broken down tractor, but we do have a fuel canister, some more crop plots if we need them, and then, you know, wooden boxes that would potentially be ready to go. Ooh. We'll see if it drops over us. We shall see. And then this building here, I do kind of want to keep an eye on it, is gonna be kind of another little home outpost thing, but I would like to think it's mainly for a farmer. Are you gonna drop? You haven't dropped yet, so are you going to drop? You're gonna drop all the way back down there, aren't you? Oh, gross. So we do have bathrooms. I did go through, so this side's the men's, and then each one has the same thing. And then on the opposite side is actually other toilets that are for women. Yeah, you're gonna drop all the way down there. This here, I did make, it's identical on both sides, so it's just kind of a way for us to get up on top of this building to kind of just come up here and look down. You can climb up on this. That's usually what I do. I just climb up on here, take a look at it. It's crazy. It's crazy how much we actually get from here, but I haven't had to harvest from it from like in a while because I haven't really done anything major for it yet. But when I go to build the Dynaco gas station, I probably will, because I do have to make like a lot of fuel and such. And then in here, like I said, this is going to be kind of another base. It is slowly being built up. I honestly forgot about it for a while, but you know, it's here. So bedroom, bathroom upstairs, and then, or at the very top, and then in the center is kind of like our, you know, living area. So it's definitely coming along. But yeah, this is eventually going to kind of be another little base, just cause I do need to get a couple of vehicles out here, so that way if I do decide to place the bed again, you know, I can go around, or I can go back to where I need to go to, or what have you. But the city is kind of like my really main area. I do have another tractor over here, kind of like a harvesting tractor, but we do have one that sits over here. And then this is our little farm stand. This little farm stand is still a work in progress, but I'm really happy with it actually. So, you know, we just have kind of like our counter here. This, for some reason, has glitched out, and I don't know why it's glitched out the way it has. But I like to think that it just ignore the face. You know, this is how I put some items in there. Couple of, like, you know, little cars for the kids, and then eventually I want some, like, more potatoes and such, and then the backpacks are just, like, you know, our bees and whatnot. So this is kind of what I've done so far, and you guys will see just random cars sitting in random places everywhere because I'm trying to make the place like really feel more built up. So now for the plans, because you know there's still quite a bit going on. So we are actually going to go across the bridge. Don't hurt. Okay, good. Not the best turning radius when you're trying to go up. So this bridge will eventually have those cones, kind of like our tunnel does, so that way all these cars stop forming, because as much as I enjoy the cars, they are kind of annoying to keep moving out. So again, you will find other little cars just like this. But as we come down here, there is a little area that's kind of cut off, which I really enjoy, of course, where all these zombies are. I'll just smack all these guys. So this place here, as you can see, it does have a couple cars already. This one's just a natural spawning point. I do plan on cutting off this whole area because it is kind of brought, you know, kind of cut off against it with this ditch, I guess you would call it. This is where How To's town is mainly gonna be. So How To, if you guys watching the How To series, this is where he's gonna live. I decided to just bring him into our series, our town. So this is gonna be his main area. This place will be cut off. But I thought that was kind of perfect. You know, he's just trying to help other survivors survive. And then, of course, these stupid things sometimes, you know, spawn down here too. I think maybe one more cone like here will be good. We do have an armored ambulance heading to town. Because again, I like to move vehicles around, and you know, sometimes if I don't want to get rid of a vehicle, I'll just move around. But you know, we do have an armored ambulance heading to town. They could be bringing back supplies. They could be bringing back whatever. And then, like I said, we do have all these cones down here. I do have some lights going inside. I don't know if these lights will ever be done actually, but the cones stop all the cars from spawning. And then we are back at our first and main checkpoint. So again, you know, they can be in here, they can check your license, they can do whatever, they can stop you from coming in, that type of stuff. So eventually, as we're coming down here, by the way, the town that I'm at, guys, if you are curious, is this center town right here, just kind of right in between everything. This place is going to be completely filled at some point. All these like little houses will be filled with whatever. Again, we have a trash truck that's just going around collecting trash. Another checkpoint, which is actually kind of perfect, you know, especially from coming from the tunnel. Over here, this motel will eventually be finished, and also all these checkpoints will eventually be completely furnished too. And then our Dynaco will have a spot, or will be completely filled. We will be having a diner there. This place is going to kind of be like an REI type of store. So an REI is like an outdoor sports store. So that's a work in progress. These stores currently have nothing really going on about them. We'll come back down that way. This right here is going to actually be like a military outpost, so I do plan on bringing a lot of military things in here. There is actually a check, or like a watch tower back there in that corner, but I kind of like this idea of being, you know, pretty secure. Like we have this gate here, and you know, we're just trying to control a lot of stuff. We have the big old satellite tower, whatever else, but yeah, I kind of like this kind of being like a military headquarters as well. And then, like, you know, this is like another little checkpoint. This right here, nothing yet. This building also has nothing. We'll go into the back along here. Again, we have the arcade, the outport, and the import store. These two buildings right here, I did point them out earlier, is actually going to be military housing, military basing. So those will be here, and because they have access all the way to the rooftops, they kind of watch the forest and everything from this side, especially with the military base being just, well, military base and airport being right on the other side of those mountains. It's kind of perfect. Nothing going on in these stores. Again, another trash collector going around. We got our soccer field. Soccer field actually used to hold our whole like water collector section, but that has since changed. Nothing for this building yet. These right here, I'm not supposed to be driving down here because I have added like a whole bunch of roadblocks everywhere, but these eventually will be completely filled out too for just some more homes and such. I do have the street pretty much blocked off because there's no reason for cars to be driving down here. That is our furniture shop. Womp. Same thing with that like little road there, completely blocked off. That store right there, which is on the other side of the gun store, is going to be our melee shop. This is going to be our garage, if you guys kind of can't tell by all the stuff that are definitely not for cars. But yeah, this is going to be a garage. Above our hardware store is actually going to be a museum, and it's just a museum of just random art pieces or random things that have been done. So that's going to go up there. This is going to be our hospital. We have our grocery store going right there, a cafe going right there. This is our water collection store, which I do actually want to show you guys kind of what's going on in this. So downstairs will be the water collection shop. Upstairs will be the owner of the store. They will be in charge. But I just want you guys to know how many freaking water bottles I have. And as you can see, some of these are out because a lot of this is already, the ones that were completely full are actually over in our Quick Mart. And then upstairs, when you come up here, so like I said, the water collection point used to actually be again over at the soccer field, which is over there. It is now up here. All the railings are about to be redone too with these blue ones. I do have a whole bunch down there as well. But yeah, so if I have some empty ones, they come up here. I figured I don't really need a lot because I have almost 3 full containers of the airdrops sitting here. I know I have some in here that need to go up there and whatever, but yeah, so I do have some more of the blue railings in there too. Again, cafe, this is going to be our laundromat here. This is going to be our bank. Again, these buildings are nothing. Broken shelf. This is our diner here, which I do got the diner doors on there. I'm so happy about those. These two so far are nothing. This building right here, right next to us, the very bottom is actually going to be our gym. I didn't really know where to put the gym, but this actually kind of worked out pretty perfectly because it's actually pretty large and I can block this off, so it helps. But yeah, so that will be the gym, and I think that's it so far. But actually, I will show you guys this, even though I'm probably going to take it down and I'm probably going to do something else. But back in the very beginning, when we first restarted streaming DeadPoly, we were trying to figure a really good big project to work on behind the scenes, and it ended up being like a giant pumpkin. Now, I'm not thrilled with the giant pumpkin, but you can kind of see the face in it. So this is something that, you know, has been going on for a while. But you can kind of see the face in it. There's actually some teeth that do go down, which you can kind of see there, and then the eyes. It's just really a big old octagon, but I think I'm actually going to take it out and maybe put like a castle there or something instead. Like this is like a, you know, another like little outpost place of sorts. I'm not sure. I do have plans where I do want to build like a giant tower or something on one of these mountains, and yes, we'll have access to it. That is just going to take a while because I have to really try to like work on getting up there. But it'll be a good section for like when airdrops come through and we want to try to get those airdrops. And of course another car just heading straight into our checkpoint area. But this is what I have so far for plans here. So there are lots of shops. There's still going to be a lot of content, especially with all the updates and everything that are going to be coming out. Eventually all these metal cars will be going. We'll be having a ton of those like extra cars around in the city. It's just, you know, kind of a slow progress. I'm just gonna park this here. This is the one I usually drive because it has really good storage, but you know, we'll just go ahead and close that. Yes, this is what I got going on, guys. I know it's a lot. Again, town center is gonna be completely redone too. Also too, this like little junkyard area, I've started adding a couple things like this fence we got back here. The broken down stove, I've added, I think 2 in here. I think there's a couple in here. Yeah, there's one there and one there. just because I thought it would be kind of fun to add in. Oh, almost fell off. And then yeah, so, and I am apparently adding the yellow rails up here, which are, I don't remember doing that in all honesty, but I know I did at some point. So again, there's a lot going on, but I'm really excited for it, and I know that this video has been meaning to come out for a while. But I appreciate you guys taking your time at checking out this video. Again, if you guys would please subscribe, it really helps me out, and I really like making these videos for you. We are really close as of this video, close to 200 zombies, which when we hit the 200 subscribers, I will do the 200 zombies. It's just something that I really like to do for you guys as a milestone. But yeah, again guys, thank you for watching this. If you guys have any ideas or comments, whatever, please leave them below. I will get to them, I promise. I always do. Yeah, make sure to hydrate, have fun, and I will see you guys later. Bye guys.